Everyone in my neighborhood feared my mother. They said she was angry. They said she shouted too much. They said she was too strict. When my friends came near our house, they became quiet. Some of them never came inside. They were scared of her loud voice and serious face. My name is Anna, and I grew up with my mother alone. My father was not there. He left when I was very young. I do not remember him clearly. In our house, it was always just me and my mother. Our home felt tense. There were many rules. There was little laughter. My mother worked all day. When she came home, she looked tired and serious. She spoke only when needed. If I made a mistake, she shouted. If I asked too many questions, she became angry. I wanted her to smile. I wanted her to hug me. I wanted her to say kind words. But those things never came. At night, I lay in my bed and listened to the silence. I watched other children with loving mothers and wondered why mine was so different. Slowly, one thought grew inside my heart. I believed my mother was angry because she did not love me. And that thought stayed with me for many years. Life with my mother followed strict rules. I had to wake up early. I had to finish my homework on time. I had to come home before dark. If I forgot something, she shouted. If I spoke back, she became angry. If I cried, she told me to be quiet. There were no soft words in our house. At school, I watched my friends with their mothers. Their mothers smiled. They listened. They touched their children's hair and asked about their day. When school ended, they waited at the gate with warm faces. My mother never waited at the gate. She was always working. When I came home and tried to talk about my day, she answered with short words. Sometimes she did not answer at all. Her silence felt heavier than her shouting. Slowly, I stopped talking. I kept my problems to myself. I hid my tears. I hid my fears. I learned to stay quiet, just like our house. The distance between us grew, little by little. We lived under the same roof, but it felt like we were far apart. Inside my heart, sadness turned into anger. I started to believe that my mother cared more about rules than about me. And that belief pushed me further away from her every single day. One day, I broke one of my mother's rules. After school, my friends asked me to stay and play. I knew I should go home early. My mother always said, "Come home before dark." I looked at the sky. It was still bright. I told myself it would be fine. I stayed longer than I should have. When I finally reached home, the sun was already going down. The house was quiet. My heart started to beat fast. I opened the door slowly. My mother was standing there. "Where were you?" she asked. I tried to explain, but she did not wait. Her voice grew loud. She shouted about rules. She shouted about danger. She shouted about respect. I felt hurt. I felt tired. All the feelings I kept inside came out at once. "You don't love me," I shouted back. "You only know how to be angry." The words surprised even me. Suddenly, my mother stopped shouting. She looked at me, but she did not say anything. Her face changed. Her eyes became quiet. She turned away and went into her room. The house felt very silent. I stood there alone. My anger slowly faded. Fear took its place. I did not hear her voice anymore. I did not hear footsteps. That silence felt heavier than all her shouting. And for the first time, I wondered if my words had hurt her more than I knew. That night, I could not sleep. The house was quiet, but my mind was loud. My mother's silent face kept coming back to me. I felt uneasy. I slowly got out of bed to get some water. As I walked past my mother's room, I heard a soft sound. Crying. I stopped. The door was slightly open. I looked inside. My mother was sitting on the floor. In front of her were some papers and a small bag of money. She was counting slowly. Her hands were shaking. Tears were falling onto the papers. I had never seen her like this. She did not look angry. She did not look strong. She looked tired. She looked scared. I heard her whisper, "Please help me. I just want her to be safe." I stepped back quietly. My heart started to beat fast. I went back to my room and sat on my bed. My mother worked extra hours. She paid my school fees alone. She worried about money and my future. And I never knew. All this time, I thought her anger meant no love. But now, I saw the truth. Her anger was fear. Her shouting was worry. I felt guilty. I felt confused. My words from earlier echoed in my head. "You don't love me." Tears filled my eyes. For the first time, I wondered if I was wrong about my mother all along. The next morning, I watched my mother carefully. She woke up early, as always. She prepared my breakfast. She checked my school bag. She reminded me to wear my sweater. Her face was serious, but her hands moved gently. I began to notice things I had ignored before. She waited until I fell asleep before resting. She skipped meals so I could eat well. She worked extra hours and came home tired, but still checked my homework. She never said, "I love you." She never hugged me. But she showed her love in other ways. I remembered times when I was sick. She stayed awake all night beside my bed. I remembered rainy days when she walked far just to bring me home safely. I remembered how she saved every little bit of money for my education. Her anger was not hate. Her strictness was not cruelty. It was fear. She was afraid of losing me. She was afraid I would get hurt. She was afraid I would suffer like she did. She did not know how to show love softly. She only knew how to protect me. Slowly, my anger disappeared. In its place came understanding. I realized something important. My mother was not angry because she didn't love me. She was angry because she loved me too much and she was afraid. That evening, I came home from school quietly. My mother was in the kitchen, washing dishes. As usual, she did not look at me at first. I stood there for a moment, nervous. Then I did something small. I took a cup and made tea for her. My hands were shaking a little. I placed the cup gently on the table beside her. "For you," I said softly. She stopped washing the dishes. She looked at the cup. Then she looked at me. Her face was serious, but her eyes looked surprised. "Thank you," she said quietly. I took a deep breath. "I'm sorry for what I said," I continued. "I didn't understand before." She did not answer immediately. She sat down slowly and held the warm cup in her hands. For a long moment, we stayed silent. Then she spoke. "I shout because I worry," she said. "I don't want anything bad to happen to you." Her voice was not loud. It was tired. And gentle. I nodded. Tears filled my eyes. For the first time, we were not shouting. We were talking. It was a small moment. A simple cup of tea. But in that moment, something between us changed. That night, I lay in my bed and thought about everything. My mother's words stayed in my heart. I finally understood what I had never seen before. My mother was not angry because she hated me. She was angry because she was afraid. She was afraid of losing me. She was afraid I would get hurt. She was afraid the world would be too hard for me. The next morning, things felt different. My mother still spoke seriously. She still reminded me of rules. But now, I could see the love behind her words. I could hear the care inside her voice. I smiled at her while leaving for school. She looked surprised, but then she nodded quietly. We did not change suddenly. She did not become soft overnight. I did not forget the past. But something important had changed. I stopped feeling alone. I stopped feeling unloved. I learned that love does not always look warm and gentle. Sometimes, love looks strict. Sometimes, it sounds loud. Sometimes, it hides behind fear. My mother was never heartless. She was never cruel. She was just afraid, and she loved me deeply. So if someone in your life feels strict or angry, try to understand before you judge. Don't wait too long to understand. Did you ever misunderstand someone who loved you? What did you learn later in life?